This is my 2010 Yamaha WR250R. And in today's video, I'm just gonna go over everything that I've done to it. I've probably spent too much money on this thing. I do like it, but I just wanted to do a quick rundown of all the mods I did to it. I figured I'd start with like this front area, the cockpit area. These handlebars are the Pro Taper CR High. It's so funny when you're looking at handlebars to buy, you can never find, like, they'll give you the dimensions, but you can never find pictures of the different bars. It's actually like a real pain in the ass. So I just did some research, found one that everyone liked, and I was like, okay, I'll go with the CR High. Next, I did the grips. These are the Pro Taper pillow top grips. I think I'm gonna go with the 714 Rally grips. I think those are probably a bit more vibration dampening than these pillow tops. The next thing I did was change the levers on it. So I wanted to go with something that's shorter, and maybe, I think these are like a bit more curved so you can get a better bite with them. Yeah, so I did the handlebars, the grips, the levers. I added this giant loop handlebar bag. Because of the oversized gas tank, it sits a bit higher and it's hard to get to stuff in the giant loop. I've noticed on like the Husqvarnas, the handlebars sit much higher, and I think this would be perfect for that bike. But with this, it's like super tight to get stuff in there, and also kind of gets in the way when I'm turning. I don't know if it was the best choice for this, but I still fit a few things in there, small stuff like earplugs and my DJI mics, and just small little things that won't get in the way when I'm turning. Just know that it's kind of annoying. The next thing I did was I got the DMD T665, I think it's called. It's like the 5-inch nav from DMD. I was on the fence between this and the Garmin. Everyone was just saying that the DMD was so much better. The Garmin was buggy, kind of slow. So far, it's been awesome. And once I get a SIM card and actually get some service with it, I think it'll be much better to use as like an actual, just like a GPS, like when I'm in the city or someplace suburban. The one flaw I'd say maybe is that it's not that bright. I think the Garmin XT2 is much brighter than the DMD, but honestly, I'd rather have like a better operating system than brightness, because I don't want to be looking at this thing all the time anyway. When I'm driving, I don't want to be too distracted by where I'm going. So if it's not that bright, I don't care. I'd rather it be smooth when I am looking at it versus bright. So, okay, next on the list is change the LED blinkers. The stock ones are crazy big. These are much smaller. When you change to LED blinkers on the WR250R, you need to get the plug-in thing from 12 O'Clock Labs that allows the blinker to stay on all the time. So now these aren't on all the time. They're on when I turn the blinker on. So I have to order that part. So just know when you do change the LED blinkers, you have to order another piece that allows them to be running lights. Next on the front was the radiator guard. I forget who makes this. If you look it up, you can find it. Pretty good investment, pretty sturdy. Front tire is a Pirelli MT21. Didn't change the brakes or the pads or anything yet, which I probably should do eventually. You know, you engine brake so much on these things, where like you're barely ever using your brakes. Try to paint my rim, which was a nightmare experience. After I painted them, I put the new tire on, destroyed everything I did. It was basically a waste of time. And I've been debating on just buying new rims. I'll probably wait till I get to LA and have, I forget what the company's called, but they'll just like take your hubs and rebuild the wheels. On the bottom here, I have the, I forget what company this is, AXP Racing, I don't know. It's just the bottom guard. It's plastic. I've heard the metal ones rattle at high speed, so I went with the plastic one. Okay, what else is next? I didn't bother changing the pegs. These feel pretty good to me. I haven't tried wider ones, which could feel better. You know, I would be open to trying them. It's just like for the $100, I was like, these feel okay. Didn't really think that they were too small, so I just stuck with them. I might get a bigger rear brake lever. This seems kind of small sometimes to find it. So if I can find one that sticks out a little more, that would be nice. Right after I bought it, I found a listing for a WR250R that had an FMF exhaust. It was a newer one. I saw it was on there for a while, so I just threw out an offer to the guy. I said, hey, I'll give you my stock exhaust. Would you do $5 something for your exhaust? I figured if I was gonna buy a new one anyway. I couldn't buy the FMF because they no longer make them, but I was gonna buy Big Gun Evo or something. So I figured if I'm gonna spend $650 on that, I might as well offer someone an offer they like won't refuse. So I offered the guy $550, he took it, drove to go get it, and I think it's pretty good, you know, that it's loud, and I don't mind it being loud because other cars can hear me. Is the horsepower gain crazy? I don't think so, but I do like the look of it, you know, with the power bomb header. Oh, it's pretty hot. With the power bomb header and the newer FMF. It's hard to see because of my Moscow bags. I talked about this in a previous video. Do I think the exhausts are worth it? I'm not sure if it's worth it horsepower wise. I can't even tell, to be honest. But I'm not like a speed demon type of guy. I think you have to wear earplugs anyway when you're riding because of wind noise, so you might as well get a loud exhaust so you can actually hear the bike and then other cars can hear you. That's my opinion. I think it's worth it. If you can find one, I would pick it up. Gas tank is the 3.1 gallon. Another mod that's definitely worth it. More gas when you're in the backcountry or in remote areas, the better. So I would definitely do that mod. It is lighter than the stock tank. The stock tank is metal, that's plastic. So it holds more gas, so obviously it'll be heavier because you have more liquid on board. But once you get to 2 gallons, which is the stock tank, you'll be lighter because this is a pound lighter. So you can look at it like that. Redid the seat with an Enjoy manufacturing seat cover. Now, this is much grippier than the stock seat. I also think it looks a lot better. Next, and the most recent modification that I did, are the Moscow Moto Reckless 40 bags. Now these are pretty awesome. I use these a lot just for like everyday stuff, for getting groceries and putting my camera gear on it and tripod. And if I want to go do some work somewhere outside, I can put my laptop in this small bag and I put a seat right here and it's good. Like you can really, I think the Reckless 40 is great for just everyday use. Like you can actually go to the store and pick stuff up and like not worry about how you're gonna get it home. You just put it in the bag. Now they are expensive. I've never tried any other brand of bags. This is the first set of motorcycle bags that I've ever bought. I figured, you know, I'm the type of guy that's buy once, cry once. I'd rather buy something that's high quality and use for a long time versus go cheap and then have regret and then end up buying the higher quality thing. So buy once, cry once. If you're gonna get something, go with the best thing. And I think right now on the market, these are the best motorcycle bags. I mean, I can't say that for a fact actually because I never tried the other ones, but from what I've seen and what I've read, these look like they're the best. So yeah, they've been awesome. Underneath it is the B&B Off-Road Engineering rear rack. It's hard to see with the bags on it. I could have just put the bags on the rear fender and did it that way, but I wanted the rear rack because when I get a new bike, and I have this bike as well, I can just go back and forth, and if I ride this without the bags, then I won't be worried because I have the rear rack to put stuff on. The next thing I did was the tail tidy from 12 O'Clock Labs. It is made from 3D printed plastic, so it's not like, it doesn't seem like it's the strongest, but so far it's held up great. I have no complaints. Okay, on this side, I did the Sandman, I don't know what this is called, like the front chain guard cover or something. I did the Sandman rear chain, and then I did the CNC, nice CNC chain guide. The Sandman stuff has been great. I like the fact the stock one is a solid piece of plastic where dirt and grime and road debris gets stuck in there. I'd much rather have this open face deal. The nice CNC chain guide was much cheaper than the Tusk one, so I just went with that. This was like 25 bucks. I think the Tusk one was closer to 100. Kept it 13T in the front. In the rear, I went to a 49T. In the previous video I made, I said that was probably the best modification that I've made on this bike. It changed the way the bike rode tremendously. It's so much easier to ride now, slower. Before, it was more, you know, geared for road use, so in first and second, you had to be going fast for it to not stall. And now it can kind of just chug along. So like I said in my previous video, if you're gonna do one mod to this bike, do a 49T in the back or a 50, or just make the back chainring bigger because it'll ride much better. In the rear, I did a Dunlop D606. Now, I'll be honest, I just looked at what the guy did on soloracer.com and I went with that. I don't know too much about tires. They seem pretty good. They're definitely grippy in the mud and in the dirt. On the road, there is some road noise. They're not terrible. I drive pretty slow anyway. Like the max speed I like to go is like 40. So These are fine up to 40 and 50. They can be sketchy on gravel. I don't know if people talk about that a lot, but the tires that the previous owner had on here, they were more street-oriented tires, and those felt a lot better on gravel, but you know, a lot worse on grass and mud. These feel a lot better on grass and mud and a little sketchier on gravel. So just a note, if you do go with this tire setup, I think that is everything that I've done to this bike. I don't think I'm missing anything. I appreciate you guys watching this. I'm about to hit the road with this thing and go all over the US. So there's gonna be a lot of content coming to this channel. Don't forget, if you wanna support it, you can like it, subscribe it, leave a comment, it helps. If not, I'll see you guys on the next one.